Shalawam. All praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the sincere AHCHYAM, laboring in true sincerity, keeping the garments into the end. Today I had this article. It says studies show 27% of teens in California are considered gender non-conforming, which means basically the fact that they're not going with one, the characteristics or appearance of a certain uh gender. Like for example, so I'm gonna just matter of fact, so let me get my preset real quick. I'm gonna start off with this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 6. It says folly is set in great dignity and the rich sit in low place. And what that's basically referring to is folly is basically foolishness. And it says folly is set in great dignity. And basically, like the scriptures say about how when the wicked are in authority, transgression increaseth. So what you have right here is something that's outside of the Bible because, the scriptures say, which I'm gonna get in a second, it talks about how, a man is supposed to basically, whatever gender, you're supposed to be, you're supposed to, wear the clothes or garments of that gender. You're not supposed to be, when you're out in the world, you're not supposed to be wondering, is this a man or a female? You know what I'm saying? So it said, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. And we know the rich is talking about the nation of Israel. The elected nation of Israel sits in a low place that we're despised, we're looked down upon. So anyway, it says a recent study released by UCLA Center for Health Policy Research provide quantitative evidence that gender nonconforming youth make up a significant segment of the adolescent population in California. The study, which has a margin of error of about 6%, was based on the inclusion of two questions in the California Health Interview Survey that were asked of 1,594 California young people between the ages of 12 and 17. It says, has this chart mental health indicators for youth ages 12 to 17 by gender conformity level. Let me just go Slocky. Uh, well, as you can see, when you look all the way to the right, it says gender conforming, and that will be basically the people who pretty much do what their gender says to do. When you see like suicidal thoughts, lifetime attempts, and all that, is low compared to the all gender non-conforming and androgynous. Uh, yeah, so the gender non-conforming, you see the suicidal thoughts is up, the suicidal attempts is up, severe psychological distress is up. It says first, the young people were asked, are you male or female? And subsequently to that question, they were asked, a person's appearance, style, dress, or the way they walk or talk may affect how people describe them. How do you think other people at school would describe you? Very feminine, mostly feminine, equally feminine and masculine, mostly masculine, very masculine. The author categorized male participants who said other described them as very feminine, mostly feminine, and female respondents who said other described them as very masculine or mostly masculine as very gender non-conforming, while those youth who responded equally feminine and masculine were categorized as androgynous. Those young people categorized as highly gender non-conforming number 59, while 331 were were placed in the androgynous category of the youth participants in the study. 1,204 were in the gender conforming category, those who are comfortable with their biological sex. Being any gender is a drag. Um, let me see. No significant difference were found in the rates of suicidal uh, ideation, thinking, and suicidal attempts between the two groups as outcome. That is the stark contrast with many studies cited by proponents of immediate affirmation of young people who claim to be a gender that is inconsistent with their biological sex. See, so it says the data show that more than 1 in 4 California youth express their gender in ways that go against the dominant stereotype, said the studies led author Bianca D.M. Wilson of the Williams Institute. However, the heightened psychological distress we see among gender nonconforming youth indicates that we must continue to educate parents, schools, and communities on the mental health needs of these young people and reduce known risk factors such as bullying and bias. California was the first state to adopt the LGBT rights agenda formally into its public schools as part of a new history and social studies climate that will reach children as young as the second grade. Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. Yeah, my battery's about to check, so let me get the scriptures real quick and end it off. So this is Deuteronomy 22:5. I mean, brothers should know this, but just for edification's sake. It says, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garments, for all that do so are abominations unto the Lord thy power. So basically, of course, this is talking about, cross dressing, which is basically, to be androgynous or non-conforming to your gender. I mean, this is what goes on. You got dudes that wear like dresses and put on heels and what I'm saying, do things that like are consistent with what a female would do. And then you got women who wear pants and cut their hair short. And I'm saying you got androgynous like like off of like I was thinking about that Dave Chappelle skit when he was when he was talking about Prince and all that. I mean, you got people that dress like that to where you don't know if they're like male or female or what, I mean? And that's against the scriptures. That's outside of what the scriptures say. So I'm ended off with this. Is Isaiah chapter 3 and 9. So this is Isaiah 3 and 9. It says, the shorter continents doeth bear witness against them, and they declare their sin in Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their souls, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So, of course, it said the shorter continents doeth bear witness against them, because we know that basically, the people, just say like the LGBT community, these people are proud. They walk, they march, they stand up for their abomination of being a sodomite, or basically going against, the order that the Most High set up. And they do it proudly. You know what I'm saying? The sure their continents do witness against them, and they declare their sin in Sodom. They hide it not. And Sodom was a city, an ancient city that was basically destroyed for their lewd, wicked, filthy, detestable acts. But yet, in spite of knowing this, the people in America, they basically give it a pass or let it go. So knowing this, that the Most High is basically gonna destroy this place because it allows wickedness to go on. It said, "Woe unto their souls, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves." And of course, they basically did it to themselves because, they had a chance to, where the Most High is giving us grace and giving us a chance to repent. But you know what I'm saying? You got wicked Israelites that basically don't care, and they're gonna do, what they want to do regardless. They're gonna go after their own covetousness. All right, and that's something that the Israelites are supposed to do, is they're basically supposed to try and come out of Babylon before it's destroyed. But we know that 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're not gonna come out of Babylon because it was sanctioned and ordained for them to be basically destroyed. And we know that only the 1/3 is gonna be the ones that are gonna come through the fire, as the scriptures say, which is a very small, minute minority of Israelites that are gonna actually do that. All right, so I hope this is edifying. It's a little quick video. Hope this is edifying. I want to give all praises to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And SHALAWAM to all the sincere AHCHYAM laboring in true sincerity. SHALAWAM.